All right, today we are playing Minecraft on the PC. We are playing my easy map, which means, well, it doesn't mean what it normally means. It just means that there's, for me, no monsters on. But if you enjoy, please like and subscribe. Probably tomorrow I will do Final Fantasy 3. Which I did get a comment who asked about whether I was playing Final Fantasy with a mouse. They thought it was an emulator, and my son informed me that it is not an emulator. It is a Steam game. So this the Final Fantasies I've been playing is from Steam. The Dragon Quest, the ones that I've been playing, is a Switch game. So that's in case you were wondering. I'm better with using my keyboard and mouse with my games than I am with controllers. Although with that Final Fantasy, you can use a controller, you just don't have to use a controller. So most of the time, I will use my keyboard and mouse because that's what I'm used to playing games with. My first game I started out playing was Minecraft. And with that, I was using my keyboard and controller. And then when I even tried it on Switch, Nintendo Switch, it was a little difficult, to say the least. I think I learned how to walk half decent, but it just wasn't for me. So I am still working on learning my Japanese. According to Duolingo, I've been at it a year. So yay for me. I guess my understanding is about like a 1 year old. I can recognize some of the written words, but soon as I think I've, doing pretty good, about got it licked. Well, not licked, but beginning to have a breakthrough. Then it shows me no, you're not having a breakthrough. It's still complicated. Sometimes I will listen to songs and that. Um, put the translator on. But language is so much more than just the words that are said. It's also a way of pattern of thought. And for example, I bought a magazine. It had the was about the Pen Plus magazine, Japanese magazine, which was about Jigen, the Jigen movie. Had pictures and that from different ones who played Jigen and played different, talked about the movie, stuff like that. So some books or magazines I have bought from Japan, you look at it what is for me from front to back. But this particular magazine, which I think is closer to the norm, you read it from back to front. And to complicate things, some of the words or some of the stuff is written up and down, and some of the stuff is written from side to side. So that makes it difficult. Um, but some stuff was just a few sprinkles of English in there. So that it's just pretty much like as I was a child, a picture book, you know, for me. And just to understand the flow of the pictures, I have to look at it from the back. For me, it's the back. For them, for the people who made the magazine, it's the front. I have to look at it from the back to the front. But I did enjoy the pictures in it and could read the articles. Some different articles I can translate if it's on the internet, But as far as the magazine, I couldn't read those. Maybe one day I'll recognize a word or two. But it was very interesting because I have one book that I ordered a while back. It's a photo book of my favorite voice actor when he was younger. And it you look at it, the same way you would look at books here. The front is the front for me, and the back is the back for me. So I look at it like that. Um, I have a nameless mouse children's book that I look at, and it was a bit confusing because it's more cartoony, but not as far as understanding the story. At first, when I purchased it, I was reading it the wrong way because it is, for me, a back to front book. I was looking at it the other way around and found that as the more I look at it, I was looking at the stories back. So that's interesting, but it does help me to get a frame of thought or reference to the pattern of things. But as that sounds, it sounds difficult to me anyway. But it's the same with even the pattern. It's easier for me to understand what is actions, what is done, better than what is said. For now, it's easier. As they say, actions speak louder than words. It's as such different ways of patterns and ways of thinking. You know, a lot of things are understood. English is a very wordy language that you use a lot of words, a lot of uh, describing of things, and um, it's very wordy. In Japanese, not so much. Sometimes I'll look at the chat on different ones stream, and every now and then I'll see, come to think of it. Someone will write, come to think of it. And I think in my mind, come to think of what? Because the rest is understood. And I don't understand it. But I don't know. I guess you have to have fun with it. The chat can be very helpful sometimes on the different streams. Helps to fill in the gaps. At this point in my studies, I am more like at the stage of like a little child. I don't study like I should. That's the problem. But just like a little child that looks at a picture book and it says bunny or dog or cat or stuff like that. Because I can recognize words such as egg and such as dog and such as cat and such as mother and father and stuff like that. And very few things, still at the abstract point, which is better than before. And I begin to recognize some people's names when I see them. That's life. I'm gonna keep plugging at it, till I actually get a breakthrough. And it seems like soon as I get frustrated with my learning, soon as I'm ready to say, "Oh, I'm not getting this," I'm ready to throw in the towel. I'll get a little bit of a breakthrough, a little bit of, "Oh, I understand that now." You know, I guess that's with anything. You have to press past the frustration and the doubt and continue to go. And I use each thing as a learning thing, learning deal where person puts couple songs on there on Twitter. They posted a few songs, and the songs had some English mixed in it and some Japanese mixed in it, and it was music videos, which that helps a lot because you can see the concept of also what the person, a picture is worth 1,000 words is the saying. So you can see not only the concept or what is being said. It was mixed. Both videos I looked at was mixed English and Japanese. Um, so I can look at the imagery. I can look at the listen to the words, and I can also look at the English part, and it helps to know what era the music was from, which helped because the person put this the when the songs came out, they were songs from the 80s. So, looking at the imagery, looking at the words that were in English, listening to it, even if I put the translator on there, if I can get it on YouTube and have it to translate the song, it made it a little bit more easier to understand. But still, you have to think um, not only is my word understanding, because language is more than just words. It's concepts, it's a pattern of thinking. And so, if you don't grasp the whole pattern of thinking, sometimes it's still a little bit difficult to understand. So I can understand the hook, as they call it, the hook part of the song, the part that draws you in, the part that you say over and over. I can understand the hook. I can understand because of when the song was written, some of the concepts in it. But it can be interesting. So I kind of wonder what the person thinks of my responses sometimes, because I can only respond to my understanding, not the complete understanding, but to the understanding that I know of what's being said. It is fun. It's a learning experience, if nothing else. It is a learning experience. Anyway, it is starting to get a little bit more cooler sometimes. Um, I have to wear a sweater outside. But it is October already. Act quite far into October. So after a while, we'll be going into November, December. And so forth. I said I wanted to build down there to that hill. That's pretty far. Let's see how far these stones get me. But on my game, Final Fantasy, I beat the rat. I beat the rat. So I was gonna try to leave the area, but I think I should talk to the people before I leave. That's an issue with me when I'm playing these games, because you do have to, as I'm told many a time, I do have to talk to people in the game to get a clue of where I'm going next. I don't just get up and go. So I'm going to talk to some of the people in that before I take their boat and go. And sometimes you can miss um, things like the last game I played, Final Fantasy 2. It was a sword that I needed and I missed it. Didn't get it. So it made it just slightly more difficult for me. But of course, I still beat the game, but it would just make things just a slightly more complicated. Something, I think it's a sheep under that tree. Yeah, I was trying to figure out whether he had spawned in the tree. He's underneath the tree over here. I noticed in watching different ones play Minecraft, some people keep their maps a very long time. You know, kind of wish I would have stuck to my one map. As soon as I hit 100 days, I shut it down. So I think I'm going to stick to this one here. Instead of closing it out after 100 days. I think I'm gonna stick with it and see how filled in it gets. As I was watching someone play, well, it was a playback. I don't watch too many live streams except for um, I watch Mr. Belmont's live stream and I watch Nameless Mouse's live stream. But for the most part, I don't watch too many live streams. I watch those that are have already been done and watch it later at my leisure. What is that? Oh, that's a sheep. But they were saying that they were going to add some more mobs to the game. I think that's what he said. The person that was live streaming. So we'll see what they add. There's a lot of things I haven't seen yet, like the camels and that. I'm sure they're in here somewhere, but I haven't seen them. 'Cause I haven't seen the desert yet, to be honest. I did find the lakes, which that's like old news, and the sniffers as well. Yeah, I'm getting an eye shot of that that deal over there. That mountain. I bought some storage shelves and put some stuff on that I trying to organize my basement so that I can make another recording spot because there's two of us in the house now that records, and my youngest he works on his game and whatever else he's doing, which he has his own spot, but I share my spot with my oldest son because he has his own channel. He got two channels that he deals with, and so I want to make a secondary spot. So I got one of my storage shelves yesterday, and it I put it together and put some stuff on it that was just everywhere. And it made it look a little more neater when the rest of my shelves come. That will be great. I can um, put together my little area down there. Began to put it together. It's like so much junk I've been hauling out and throwing away because we just say, oh, I want to keep this, I want to save that, and stuff like that. And it ends up just gathering dust in the basement. Even some of the things I want to give to the secondhand store was rescued by different family members. I must have that. That's okay. And I watch a lot of people living in tiny homes or in cars or vans or different things. And they cannot gather up a bunch of junk. You know, they just cannot. Um, I have to have this. I need this. I have to have that. They can't do that. You know, and so the mentality is to shrink down um, the clutter. Uh, it's nice to have this and that and that third, but to shrink down the clutter. Now we trying to keep that in mind because I do like to collect the at one time I collected porcelain dolls, and another time, you know, different well, I collected porcelain dolls and other people were giving me dolls as well. And so then now I'm more to the figures from animes and stuff like that. I'll collect those from shows I like to watch or whatever, or have watched it before, or just concepts of different things like that. And so I was looking at because they will recommend stuff to you. They know the stuff you like to buy, and they were recommending to me this character from Metal Gear Solid uh, with a piece of shrapnel sticking out of his head. It was a chibi looking character. That thing cost $150. I'm not sure what that is in yen. It's a lot. $150. And I think it's because I was looking at the Solid Snake action figure, just regular. The chibi version is 200 and something dollars, which is a lot. But the regular one is, I think it's like $30. But my desk is beginning to become crowded. So I have to think about that. Not to mention, bills do not allow splurging too much. Now I may end up getting the regular one, the not the chibi one. He was cute. He was cute. In fact, both of them were cute. The guy with the shrapnel in his head, and the other one. I usually ask my son, well, who is this one? Who is that one? Who is the other one? 'Cause he knows those different characters. Down to my last. Now I just tell myself, oh, just one more figure, one more deal. And then I end up buying more and more. So I'm thinking about I should just draw the line and say no more, no more, no more. Because cleaning out that basement, that wasn't my figures. I was cleaning out all the junk and stuff that we had accumulated down there. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That was one room, the laundry room. Even my little space I use for recording, and my little space I use for watching videos or what have you here, it's gotten so cluttered that it's not even funny with things that I just must have, or things that my sons just must have. So I guess when I finish doing my laundry room, cleaning it up, finish doing what I need to do to that, get my space together, then I will work my way to a different room, get rid of some of the stuff. All right, let's torch it up. One thing about this game, when I first started playing it, it did not match the norms of what you would think would be, because you have to if you have the monsters on, you have to build a shelter, or secure your place. And when I first started playing it, my logic was that if you lit up an area, then the monsters would not come in a lighted area. You can hide. You probably can hide in a cave or something like that from the monsters. That is not so. That is not so. So the strategy is different from what you and my concept. I'm not gonna say what you my concept of what is scary and what is the rules of scariness. All right, let me see. I do have some wood. Let's make some fences. All right, what I'm gonna do is put these in here for now. I'm gonna go cut down some trees so that I can make some decent amount of fences. I'm gonna make me some more pickaxes. I mean pickaxes, yes, and regular axe. All right, go cut some trees. We're gonna cut them this way. You know, Minecraft, they probably could have made this into several games by now. But things kind of seem like they're trending a little different, that they always want to add on all the time the stuff instead of creating new. Sometimes it's can on some games cause the incompatibility of the programming. But the game is a lot more stable than it was in the very beginning, because they fixed those issues, whatever the issues are, sometimes very quickly. I know one of the updates we saw would see the world holes again, and then they were fixed quite quickly. Oh, there's a fees thing there. How much did I have? Okay. Oh, I need to put my table down. That's right. Oh, here it is. Back to chop, chop. All right, let's get the fence making. Just let me get some of this junk out of my inventory. These in here till I'm ready to use them. So I do need to get more stone. All right, let's do this. Steady clicking and not even paying attention. All right. All right, let me get those other. Well, I guess I will go to the gym today. I've been putting it off long enough. Need to do that. Start working out again. It seems like it becomes more important to do as you get older than when you're younger. Well, you should do it when you're younger as well. Maybe it'll become such a habit till um, until you continue to do it all your life. That would be wonderful. But it has not happened yet for me. In fact, that it's easier for me to become, what do you say, sedentary. To sit. All right here is where I will end my um, play Minecraft. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Um, you have comments, I do read them and respond if I can. Please like, subscribe, leave me comments, and Timeless V is up out of here. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.